Hello, YouTube comic book community. This is our weekly 0206. It's time for another comic book artist spotlight video. This will be episode number 7, and tonight we are going to shine our spotlight on Carmine Infantino. I'm sure most of you that's collected any of the older DC and Marvel comics probably know who this is. So, probably some of the biggest names that, or the biggest characters rather, that Carmine Infantino did was Batman and the Flash, Green Lantern. For Marvel, he did some of the Star Wars books. So we're going to go through a little bit about Carmine Infantino. So we'll start out with, he was born on May 24th of 1925. He got his start in comic books, mostly with DC Comics early on in the 1950s and 60s. He worked on such Silver Age comics as The Flash, and Elongated Man, and let's see, Human Target. And that's, some of the stuff, but he's done a lot of others. He's done Detective, and so he done a lot in the 50s and 60s, and then he done more in the late 70s and early 80s. So when we get to the end of this, I will kind of go through a list of the different comic books that he did, and for the different publishers. All right, so let me see, and of course I'll show you some books as well. But I did want to mention that Carmine Infantino was born in his family's apartment through a midwife in Brooklyn, New York. And let's see, don't really want to go too much into his, it doesn't really talk about his home life that much, but kind of spells out, who his parents were and so on, but none of us are going to know them, so. Okay. So, in 1956, DC editor Julius Schwartz assigned writer Robert Knider, or I think it's Knifer, but anyway, and the artist Infantino to the company's first attempt at reviving superheroes, an updated version of the Flash that would appear in issue number 4, October 1956. So that's kind of where he got started with DC Comics. And then the different DC Comics that he did, and I'll just go through a list of DC and Marvel. DC Comics that he done a lot of detective comics back in the 320s, like 327, 329, 331, so on and so forth, up to 367 or 369. And then let's see, and then he done number 500 in 1981. So he did the Flash. He did number 105 through 174. I don't have any of those. And that was back from 1959 to 1967. Then he also done number 296 through 350, and that ran from 1981 to 1985. I do have one of those. So, it's funny because I thought I had more Carmine Infantino covers than I do. I didn't pull all the ones that I had because most of what I have is either Batman or Detective, and I do have the one Flash 314, I believe. But I'll show you those in just a minute. Let's see. He also did Green Lantern, Green Lantern Corp, and all of these are prior to or up to 1982. House of Mysteries, 294 and 296, so we only did 2 copies of that. Justice League of America, 200 and 206. Legion of the Superheroes, and 272 and 289. And then Mysteries in Space and Phantom Stranger 1 through 3 and 5 through 6. Red Tornado miniseries 1 through 4. That was in 1985. Secret Origins 17 through 19. Looks like number 40, number 50, and annual number 2. Actually, it looks like annual number 2 was probably, well, it looks like between 1987 and 1990. So that's some of his latest work, or later work in his career. Showcase number 4, 8, 13, and 14 from 1956 to 1958. Strange Adventures, Dead Man number 205. Supergirl Volume 2 number 1 through 20 and number 22 through 23, or 22 and 23. Superman number 376 and number 404. Superman meets the Quick Bunny. Don't think I have that one. 1987. Superpowers miniseries. Now I'm not sure if that's the ones that came with the action figures, because I have some of the Superpowers comic books, the regular comic books, and those were all done by Jack Kirby. So I'm thinking it was maybe the mini books that were in with the action figures. I don't know. If you know, please tell me. Please leave a comment in the comments below if you know about those. Teen Titans number 27 and number 30. Tales of the Teen Titans number 49. And V number 1 through 3 and number 6 through 16. I actually may have one of those. World's Finest Comics, Hawkman number 276 and number 282. So that's most of what he did for DC Comics. Now for Marvel Comics, he did Avengers number 178, 197, 203, and 244. That was between 1978 and 1984. Captain America number 245 in 1980. Daredevil number 149, 150, and 152 from 1977 to 1978. The Deep number 1, a Marvel movie special, 1977. Defenders number 55 and 56. Ghost Rider number 43 and 44. Howard the Duck number 21 and 28 from 1978. The Incredible Hulk number 244. That's from 1980. Iron Man number 108 and 109. Number 122 and 158 from 1978 to 1982. Marvel Fanfare, Doctor Strange number 8. And Shannon the She-Devil, number 56 from 1991. Also for Marvel Previews, Star-Lord number 14 and 15 in 1978. Marvel Team Up number 92, 93, 97, and 105. Miss Marvel number 14 and 19. That was from 1978. Nova number 15 through number 20. And 22 through 25, that's from 1977 and 1979. Savage Sword of Conan, number 34. Spider-Woman, number 1 through 19, 1978 to 1979. Star Wars, number 11 through 15, number 18 through 37, and number 45 through 48, and annual number 2, full art. Also number 53 and 54 with Walt Simmons, and that ran from 1978 to 1982 when he was doing it, that is. Supervillain Team Up number 16, May of 1979. And What If, Nova number 15, Ghost Rider, Spider-Woman, Captain Marvel number 17. That was also in 1979. Alright. So, he did quite a bit of work for DC and Marvel from the 1950s up until the 1990s. So, and then Carmine Infantino died April 4th of 2013. So, I didn't realize he had been gone that long. It doesn't seem like it's been that long since he passed away, but he had a great, legacy of work. And and the guy had tons of awards, so I wanted to kind of give you an idea of what kind of awards he won for his art. 1958 National Cartoonist Society Award, Best Comic Book. 1961 Alley Award, Best Single Issue, The Flash number 123. Let's see, 1961 also Alley Award, Best Story, Flash of Two Worlds, which is also Flash 123. And also in 1961 Alley Awards, Best Artist. 1962 another Alley Award, Best Book Length Story, The Planet That Came to a Standstill, Mysteries in Space number 75. Also in 1962, Alley Award, Best Pencil Art or Artist. 1963, Alley Award, Best Artist. 1964, Alley Award, Best Short Story, Doorway to the Unknown. That was in Flash issue number 148. Also in 1964, another Alley Award for Best Pencil Artist. 1964 again, Alley Award for Best Comic Book Cover for Detective Comics number 329. 1967, he won the Alley Award for Best Full-Length Story, Who's Been Lying in My Grave, and that's Strange Adventures number 205. Again in 1967, Alley Award, Best New Strip, which was Dead Man in Strange Adventures. 1969, Special Alley Award for being the person who exemplifies the spirit of innovation and inventiveness in the field of comic art. 1985, named as one of the honoraries by DC Comics in the company's 50th anniversary publication, 50 Who Made DC Great. And then in 2000, he got the Ink Pot Award. So he's won a lot of awards, but he does a lot of great work. And now I want to show you some of his work. He was a great artist, and he didn't just do art, because he did publishing and so on as well, from what I remember. Well, okay, artist and editor, so he did do editing as well. So like I said, most of what I have as far as books are DC books. Well, that's all I have is DC books as far as I can tell. But the first one I want to show you is Flash number 314. I'll give you a little closer look at that. Okay. 314. Now this, oh, there's something I got to grab too, but I'll do that in a minute. This is probably one of the more famous Detective Comics covers that he did. This is Detective Comics 331. That is a very well-known cover. Detective Comics 341. Keep this back here. And I've already showed this one recently. Unfortunately, this is the facsimile cover, or the facsimile book rather, but for Batman 181. But this is also a Carmine Infantino cover with go-go checks. Batman 186. Oh, wait a minute. No. No. Forget I said that one, because that one's not a Carmine Infantino cover. I must have grabbed it with this other book. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. This one is Batman number 183. I absolutely love this cover. They actually made a birthday card from this cover, and I have a couple of those somewhere. But I really like the way he drawed Batman, and Robin for that matter. This one is probably another one of the more famous covers, Batman 164. And if you remember the Batman helmet, or the cowl, but it was like a helmet that they come out with in 1966 for kids. That helmet looked a lot like the cowl that Carmine Infantino drew. And then the last book I'm going to show you is Batman number 165. I've always loved this cover too. It's a beautiful cover. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a copy of his signature. If I can come up with that, I may throw it into something. Maybe on my thumbnail that I put up for this. Maybe I can get his signature on my thumbnail. So, but anyway, there is one other thing I want to show you. Alright. So, on the Corgi 267 Batmobile, I think I've showed you this before. It has, if I can get it in the right light, it has Batman embossed on the bottom of the car. I don't know how well you can see that, but anyway, since it's black, it's going to be kind of hard for you to see. Anyway, that in particular image, you'll see it a lot on advertisements and stuff, at least back in the 60s. So that embossed image of Batman is Carmine Infantino's art. And like I said, there used to be a lot of flyers, not flyers, but a lot of displays that were put up for comic books, or for even for, like the Corgi Batmobiles or other Batman toys back in the 60s that had Carmine Infantino's artwork on it. And this one is, this is, you saw this a lot. Okay, so I think that's all I have for Carmine Infantino. If you have anything further to add, please leave a comment in the comment section. And because, I'm doing this to help you guys know more about the artist, but at the same time, I'm also learning things from you about the artists. So, it's a give-take thing. And that's why I want to do this. So anyway, that's all I have for this. I just done a video showing the awesome Neil Adams print that I got from Matt, the boy who had 7 Talks comic books. I just want to thank him again for that. That is so beautiful. And I didn't realize when he asked me about it originally, I didn't realize it was a signed copy. So when I got it and opened it up and saw that it was a signed copy, I was just like blown away. So thank you so much, Matt. It's an awesome print. It's going to be right up there, I think, if I can get it up there, which I think I can. I had to move a few things around, but I'll get it up there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this this episode of Comic Artist Spotlight number 7, and I'm thinking about doing George Perez for my next one. I know I have some George Perez comic books. I don't know how many, but I do know that I have some. And probably most of what I have is Marvel. So, uh, so be preparing for that one for next Wednesday. It is. I'm actually getting this done a little early tonight. It's 10 after 8 on a Tuesday night, and I'm about to get this video wrapped up. So that's pretty awesome. If you enjoyed this video, and if you're enjoying this series, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anyone. Like I said, I've got 54 artists selected so far, so I've got quite a few to do. But please feel free to mention somebody you would like to see done, because I may have them on the list or I may not, and I may have them towards the end of the list. I'm not going, you know, person by person that's on the list. I'm just kind of randomly saying, okay, let's do this one this time. So, but well, actually, I look and I say, okay, I want to do this one. Now, do I have any comic books for that one? So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Everybody have a good rest of the week, and have a great weekend coming up. I'm hoping that I don't have any problems happen this weekend. Saturday night I had to take my dad to the emergency room because he was having atrial fib, is what it ended up being. He's been having spells with his heart for the last, I don't know, 5-6 weeks. Just, I mean, randomly. It usually happens at night after he goes to bed, and he'll wake up, his heart rate's real high, and his rhythm is all out of whack, and so he gets up and takes one of his I don't even know what the pill's called now, but it's one of the pills he takes for his heart skips, but anyway, he takes another one of those, and within 30 to 45 minutes it usually goes away. But Saturday night it didn't quit. It started, I wasn't even home. I was in Marion, Indiana, and I guess he started having it about 6 o'clock. He hadn't even been to bed yet. He just was sitting there in a chair, and it started up, and so we got home about, I don't know, 9 o'clock or so, and I went over there, and he said that he was having one of his episodes, and it's been going on since 6 o'clock, and I said, well, maybe we should go ahead and take you to the emergency room. Well, I'm going to hold off a little longer. Well, not too long, hopefully. So anyway, about 10:30, he calls me up and says, okay, I want to go to the emergency room. So I run him over to Marion Hospital, and sure enough, it didn't quit this time, because I did have to run him to the emergency room about a month ago, but it quit before he even got in the ambulance. So this time I just drove him over to Marion Hospital. It was still doing it. They're like, yep, I can see what this is, and you know, so he was in the hospital for about 3 days. So I was running back and forth to the hospital Sunday. I got home from the emergency room about 1:30 in the morning, Saturday morning, and then turned around and went back Sunday morning, and kind of was there off and on, and had to run back and forth and get some stuff for him. He came home yesterday, so, and they've got him, you know, all lined out, looks like. So my dad's 88 years old, so, and he still mows the yard. You know, we cut a tree down a day or so before he this spell. Climbs up on the roof, you know, does all kinds of stuff I try to keep him from doing, but it doesn't work. He'll do it when I'm not home, you know. Anyway, so hopefully this weekend will be a little calmer, and you know, so anyway, enough of my babbling, but just kind of giving you guys some, you know, insight into things that happen in my life, I guess. All right. Thank you for watching. Everybody have a great night. God bless. And we'll see you all next video.